I'm sure you can probably guess from this conversation. For me, healthy is not salads. And it's actually, yeah, just finding what brings you pleasure. And I think pleasure, like it almost feels like a dirty word in our society, or like at least for me, I always think of like, okay, pleasure, but it doesn't always have to be sexual, right? And I
Yeah.
think, and it doesn't even, you don't have to be in a relationship. It doesn't have to be from someone else. Like I think things you do can bring you pleasure. So, like for me, something that is non sexual, doesn't involve anyone else, that brings me pleasure, like a perfect Saturday morning for me. This is so basic, like basic white bitch, I admit it. But it's like wake up, like go to a workout class or go to Pilates or go for a nice hot girl walk, and then get my fancy little $7 latte and just like have no plans. If I was in San Diego, that's where I'm from, I would like walk on the beach, go to the farmer's market, just things that there's no reason you're doing them. It's not to check something off a list. It's not to be productive. It's literally just to feel good. Like I think
Yeah.
I have I have been searching and realized that as I've grown this business because the more, and I will tell you, like even with this entrepreneur of the year thing, it feels good when you win an award. It feels good when you know, hit a certain sales revenue goal, whatever, get into target. But it's like it's so fleeting and it's not fulfilling the long term. Like,
Mhm.
and it's weird because the more goals and kind of things I've checked off, like bucket list things, actually not the worse I feel, but it feels just kind of like a letdown. Like when we were on Shark Tank, it's like everyone's like, "Oh my God, that's so cool you were on Shark Tank." And I'm like, "Yeah, but it didn't feel the way that I thought it would feel?" And I think when I started this business, I was always kind of this end goal, and I think a lot of entrepreneurs are like, "I want to sell my business." That is like get acquired, IPO, whatever, sell your business. That's like the pie in the sky end goal that everyone thinks is like, that's going to make you so happy. And as we've kind of like stepped towards that goal, we obviously have a long way to go. But it's like, as we hit these little mini goals, I'm like, I don't think that's going to make me happy when that actually
Mhm.
happens. And it's kind of this weird juxtaposition of working towards this end goal, but not relying on it so heavily to, bring you all this fulfillment and satisfaction. And I think what I've really learned along the way, and maybe this is a tip, even obviously if you don't have your own business, is just that pleasure piece and like that finding the magic in the mundane, in the everyday, instead of kind of like putting all of your eggs and all of your happiness on these highlight reel moments.